Okay, so today we're talking about something weird, like really weird. We're talking about crying. Yes, that thing you do when Netflix betrays you, or when your pizza falls on the floor. We've all been there. But seriously, why do we leak from our face? Like, who designed this system? Was it really the best idea? Hey, when humans get sad, let's make water shoot from their eyeballs. Genius, absolute genius. But actually, it is genius. Let me explain why your eyeball juice is actually amazing. First, let's talk about what tears actually are. Tears are not just water, okay? They're actually a fancy cocktail of stuff. Tears contain water, oils, mucus, and over 1,500 proteins. Yes, mucus is in your tears. Your eyes are basically sneezing. But wait, there's more gross stuff. Tears also contain antibodies and special enzymes. These enzymes literally kill bacteria. Your tears are basically tiny bodyguards for your eyeballs. They protect your eyes from getting infected. So technically, crying is your eyes taking a bath. A really dramatic bath. Now here's where it gets interesting. There are 3 different types of tears. Yep, not all tears are created equal. The first type is called basal tears. These are the boring tears. They just keep your eyeballs moist all day, like a little windshield wiper for your face. Every time you blink, basal tears spread around. You produce about 1 to 2 milliliters every single day. That's actually a lot of eyeball juice. The second type is called reflex tears. These tears show up when your eyes get attacked, like when you're cutting onions. Oh man, onions are basically chemical warfare. When you cut an onion, it releases a gas. This gas floats up and irritates your eyes. Your eyes go, "Oh no, attack!" And then boom, reflex tears flood in to wash away the enemy. Your eyes are so dramatic. Reflex tears also happen when something flies into your eye or when you stare at a screen too long. Your eyes are basically screaming for help, and reflex tears come running to the rescue. But now we get to the really interesting tears. The third type is emotional tears. These are the main stars of today's show. Emotional tears only happen when you feel things. Happy, sad, angry, frustrated, moved, all these emotions can make you cry. And here's the crazy part. Emotional tears have a different chemical makeup. They actually contain stress hormones. When you cry emotional tears, you're literally flushing out stress. How cool is that? Your body is basically self-cleaning when you sob. Crying is just emotional laundry. But wait, let's go deeper. Let's talk about what actually happens in your brain. When you feel a strong emotion, your brain goes crazy. It's like a party in there, but the bad kind. Your limbic system gets activated first. The limbic system is like your brain's drama department. It handles all your emotions, memories, and feelings. When this part gets overwhelmed, it sends a signal. This signal goes straight to your hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is like your brain's boss. It controls basically everything in your body. Hunger, sleep, body temperature, hormones, and yes, tear production too. When the hypothalamus gets the emotional signal, it activates the autonomic nervous system. Okay, I know that sounds complicated, but basically, it's the system that controls stuff you don't think about, like breathing, heart beating, and digesting food. You don't tell your heart to beat, right? Can you imagine manually doing that? Oh wait, forgot to breathe, BRB, dying. Anyway, this automatic system turns on the waterworks. It sends a signal to your lacrimal glands. Lacrimal glands are tiny glands above your eyeballs. They're basically mini tear factories. When they get the signal, they go into overdrive. Tears start producing faster than your eyes can drain them. And that's when they spill over and roll down your face. Your face becomes a slip and slide. But here's the really cool thing. Scientists actually studied why humans cry emotionally. And guess what they found? We're the only creatures that cry from emotions. Yep, no other animal does this. Dogs don't cry when they're sad. Cats definitely don't cry when they're sad. Cats are too proud for that. Even elephants, who are super emotional, don't cry tears. They might look sad, but no emotional waterworks. So why do humans cry emotional tears? Well, scientists have some pretty cool theories. Theory number 1, crying is for communication. When you cry, other humans know you need help. It's like a visible alarm system. Hey everyone, this person is not okay. And humans, being social creatures, respond to this. We're programmed to help people who cry. Tears are basically emotional manipulation. Just kidding. Or am I? Theory number 2, crying releases stress. Remember those stress hormones we talked about? When you cry, you literally flush them out of your body. It's like taking out the emotional trash. This is why you feel better after a good cry. Your body literally purged the bad stuff. Science actually confirms this, by the way. Studies show that crying really does lower cortisol. Cortisol is your main stress hormone, by the way. So crying literally defeats the stress villain. Theory number 3, crying is self-soothing. When you cry, your body activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, that's another big word, I know, but basically it's your body's rest and digest mode, the opposite of fight or flight. So after you cry hard, your body starts calming down. Your heart rate slows, your breathing steadies. It's like your body's giving itself a hug. Crying is basically free therapy. But wait, there's more. Crying also releases endorphins. Endorphins are your body's natural painkillers. They're the same chemicals released when you exercise. So crying is basically like going to the gym. Finally, a workout I can get behind. But here's something really fascinating. Crying affects other people too. When you see someone cry, your brain reacts. You might actually start feeling sad yourself. This is because of something called mirror neurons. Your brain literally mirrors what it sees. So when someone cries, you feel it too. This is why sad movies make everyone cry. We're all just emotional dominoes. But this actually serves an important purpose. It creates something called empathy bonding. When you cry together, you bond together. It strengthens social connections and relationships. This is why we feel closer after a good cry sesh. Now let's talk about the weird stuff. Did you know that babies cry for different reasons, but they don't produce actual tears until weeks old? Yep, babies do dry crying at first. Their tear glands aren't fully developed yet. Nature said, "Loading, please wait." Also, did you know there's a thing as happy tears? You can literally cry from being too happy. This confuses a lot of people. But here's why it happens. When you feel extreme happiness, your brain gets overwhelmed. It's too much emotion to process, so your body uses tears to restore balance. It's like releasing pressure from a balloon. Scientists actually call this dimorphic expression, basically opposite emotions leaking at the same time. This is also why you might cry at weddings, or when you see a really cute puppy. Puppy tears are a real thing. Now here's something super interesting. Women actually cry more than men. Studies say women cry about 5 times per month. Men cry about 1 to 2 times per month. But this might be because of social expectations. Society kind of tells men not to cry, which is actually not healthy. Remember, crying releases stress. Holding it in just bottles everything up, and that bottle will eventually explode. Don't be an emotional bomb. Crying is healthy for everyone. Now let's talk about some crying world records. Yes, people actually study this stuff. The longest recorded crying session is, well, complicated, because most crying is done in private. We all cry in the shower pretending it's water. But on average, a crying session lasts about 8 minutes. That's like 2 TikToks or 1 song. Your body really knows how to time things. All right, let's wrap up this crying fest. So, to summarize everything we learned today, tears are not just water. They're a complex cocktail. There are 3 types: basal, reflex, and emotional. Humans are the only animals that cry emotionally. Crying communicates to others that you need help. It releases stress hormones and makes you feel better. Crying activates your body's calming system, and it releases natural painkillers called endorphins. So the next time you cry, don't feel embarrassed. Your body is literally healing itself. You're flushing toxins, releasing stress, and getting a hug from your own nervous system. Crying is basically a spa day for your emotions. So let it out, my friend. Cry like nobody's watching. Cry like your life depends on it. Because in a way, your health kinda does. Anyway, that's all for today's episode. Thanks for crying with me. Learning with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And remember, it's okay to cry because science says so.